became a firefighter in 1990, March of 90. Yeah, my whole family was firefighters. Goes back. Beautiful day. I'm looking up. All of a sudden, we hear. What the hell? It's been seconds. We've seen the wing of the plane come in, crash through the building, and explode bodies out of the building, all on Liberty Street. I run in screaming, a plane just hit the Trade Center. A plane just hit the Trade Center. I get on the phone to the dispatcher saying a plane, 1060 the box, plane just hit the Trade Center. Get all emergency vehicles down here immediately. It's on. So as we are now saddling up, trying to get out of quarters, and hundreds of people are trying to run in, my bodies are now just exploding on the ground. Like, what is going on here? The street was on fire. We were so dumbfounded because by the time we got around to the corner, to the west side, there was 30 floors of fire. We were like, holy cow, something's up here. And we got into the lobby, went to the command post right next to Father Judge, Chief Gansey, Chief of Department at the time, God rest his soul, and Father Judge. We got there, we got our orders from the command post to team up with Engine 5 and start our way up, right? So we're standing there in the lobby, we're getting all together. All of a sudden, we hear. I look down to my right, and the elevators exploded, something out of like a Bruce Willis Die Hard movie. People just come running out of the elevators, on fire, fireballed. I mean, it was like, what is going on here? Something's up here. I mean, the plane's up there, now there's fire down here. People will run around all on fire. This is crazy. So we said, look, we had our orders. That's our job. We're going to do what we got to do. So we were going up the stairs. As we were going up, you know, there was fire here, there was fire. People burnt up on different levels, and we were trying to get a read on what floor are you coming from? What floor are you coming from? Just, is there fire on your floor? Is there fire on your floor? We were asking, and they were like, no, there's some fire on our floor. There's people trapped on other floors, and we're like trying to get a read. These people were pretty calm. People burnt coming down, just saying thank you, fireman. We were going up. We were heading up to the 24th floor of the stairwell, and all of a sudden we heard, Mayday, Mayday, second plane, second plane. Swift, we're looking at each other like, come on, second plane, there's no way there's a second plane. Within seconds, our building got rocked. We got bounced around in the stairwell like pinballs, man. And we just said, you know what, time to go. We got out as much people as we could. Most of the people were out. We were the last guys going up the stairs. We got down, we started taking off, about 12 of us. We got down to the 3rd floor, and that's where the stairwell collapsed on us. And we had to dig our way out. Now the building's coming down. We can't see nothing. Once again, saying our prayers. You know, the show is over here now. This is it. And with that, all of a sudden, we're looking for another stairwell. Me and the lieutenant open the door. We find a body in this closet. We were like, what the heck is that? Where did this come from? Holy shit, what's going on here? Something's crazy going on. We got our way out of the 3rd stool, and that's where the maintenance fella with a little flashlight saved our lives. He was pointed over, and if it wasn't for him, we never would have found another stairwell. The building would have collapsed. So
Willie Rodriguez.
Willie Rodriguez. Thank you, Willie. He saved our lives. He saved about 12 guys' lives that day, at least. We got down to the lobby, and everything was blown out, exploded. Everything was. We were the only ones in the lobby now. We're going, wait a second here. Where is everybody? Because the building was coming down the outside. They moved the command post to World Trade Center too. So now we're like, we didn't get no. Where is everybody? We were in the lobby. It looks like everything was exploded. Everything was gone. We're like, what is going on here? We didn't know. We were like, this is crazy. All of a sudden, we said, listen, man, no time to cry for your mommy. We got to get out of here. So we took off like cockroaches. 12 of us. We all went our own ways. I ran across North End Avenue and outran the building, throwing my gear off, stripping down on my skivvies. I was standing on the ledge, watching the building come down. I was diving in the river to Jersey. I said, this is it, man. This is the end of the game here. I mean, I made it this far. I'm not going to let them get me now. No way. And what happened was, after that, we ran down North End Avenue, and there came the other tower. We were like, something's very wrong here. And as we ran, we ran down. We came around to Duane Street, where the filming of the French guys were that morning. And we had to go check in with the chief on Duane Street to count how many guys we thought might have died, and guys in my company who we were with. So we kind of figured we lost 3 right at that time. We actually ended up losing 5.
And what was your feeling about the lobby being so destroyed, as you said?
We were saying, how is this happening when it was 80 stories up? And, you know, like, we was just, you know, you think about it, you say, something else had to go on here. Something else was going on here. This just don't happen like this if when a plane hits the 80th floor of a building and the lobby gets blown out. Sorry. I don't care who you are. I don't care what you know, the tower was coming down from the, it was funny because Tower 1 was coming down from the interior on us. You know, so a lot of people don't know that. A lot of people, you know, it just didn't poof. It was coming down. It was coming from the interior. It trapped us on the 3rd floor, and we were like, this thing is definitely coming down, man. Because, you know, the inside structure was just disintegrated. We're like, how is this happening when the plane was up 50 more stories and the stairwells collapsing on us? Something wasn't right, man. Something wasn't right in Denmark that day. And, you know, like I said, if it wasn't for that maintenance guy, Willie Rodriguez, you know, there would have been a couple of more firemen dead, a couple more people dead. He saved the lives of about 12 people that day. First plane we thought was a mistake. But then the second plane, we said, we're under attack here. And, you know, and for them to give us about a 3-second warning on that, hello, who's looking out for us here?
Not only that, you had a message broadcast inside building 2 telling people to...
Yeah, I remember that myself.
You heard that.
Stay home. Stay home. So we're like, who is this guy to tell anybody at this point in time? I mean, for the first time we got to the West Side Highway, we looked up and there was 30 floors of fire. You got another building right next to you with thousands of people in it. Get them out. It's plain and simple here. Oh, go back to work. Go back. Yeah, now they'll never go back to work. Now nobody will go back to work. There ain't no work to go back to. There ain't no families to go back to. It's a sin. I would like to know who that person was. For every window in the lobby to be exploded, I mean, them windows were like as thick as forget it. They were 2-3 inch glasses. You know, come on. They exploded out of the lobby. You know, something. It wasn't from the jet fuel. No way. The elevators exploded. They were down from the lobby. The lobby was over here. That should never have happened. Something would happen there, and that wasn't. We came down. It looked like a bomb went off in the lobby. There was no fire. It just looked like a bomb went off, and the building collapsed. The time and the things that went on between the plane and by the time the buildings came down, there was a lot of things that happened that makes you really wonder what went on there. And that's you know, it's too much. It's too much. It's too much. There's too many things that went wrong that I mean, I don't like, you know, I'm not, I guess, an expert on a plane in a building, but just me being in there and experiencing what I've seen and dealt with, something wasn't right that day. And I think everybody in that lobby knew it, because you look at their faces and you could see fear, death, destruction happening in seconds.
What do you think of his response on moving the memorial this year?
Oh, that's an absolute crime here, please. That man, you know, like we said before, with Giuliani and his family, if they were in that site, his family, that thing would be lit up like the Christmas tree in Rockville Center. You know that. That'd be they would have, you know, the whole ceremony would be a question asked. And if he tells you different, you know he's lying. No way. You lost somebody down there, your heart's down there. Your soul's down there. Yeah, and that's what I left that day down there. It still hurts.
It's safe to say that you agree with the premise that the Twin Towers, and especially Building 7, were brought down with other means than just a plane hit.
I believe so, yes. Yes. I personally, yes.